My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to support this YouTube channel, you can go to my Patreon link below. This is a very interesting article from the Washington Free Beacon. Senators told North Korea nuclear threat is urgent. The Senate took part in a rare White House briefing on Wednesday to hear what senior leaders described as an urgent national security threat posed by North Korea's nuclear and missile programs. The hour-long secret session for all senators was held at the Eisenhower Executive Office building next to the White House and included a brief appearance from President Trump, who made short introductory remarks. Marine Corps General Joseph Dunford, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, also took part in the session. His presence is an indication that military options for dealing with North Korea likely were discussed. New steps by the administration will include the imposition of additional economic sanctions. Quote, the United States seeks stability and the peaceful denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. We remain open to negotiations towards that goal. However, we remain prepared to defend ourselves and our allies. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, and Director of Intelligence Dan Coates said in a joint statement after the briefing. Trump's approach seeks to pressure North Korea into dismantling nuclear ballistic missile and proliferation programs through imposing tighter economic sanctions and diplomatic measures, the three leaders said. So, in terms of, number one, in terms of the military option, we have no military option. The military option could lead to World War III. There's no military options. The same choices on the menu that President Obama had. Why? Because here's a BBC article. North Korea's nuclear program, how advanced is it? Has North Korea got the bomb? Technically, yes. North Korea has conducted several tests with nuclear bombs. However, in order to launch a nuclear attack on its neighbor, it needs to be able to make a nuclear warhead small enough to fit onto a missile. North Korea claims it has successfully miniaturized nuclear warheads, but this has never been independently verified, and some experts have cast doubt on the claims. Well, North Korea says it has conducted 5 nuclear tests in 2006, 2009, 2013, and in January and September of 2016. The yield of the bombs appeared to have increased. So they already have nuclear weapons. We don't know if they can launch them. The tests, many of these missile tests have failed. But there's no, the saber rattling is not working. So President Trump's approach is not working. They're not going to dismantle anything because the only reason we haven't invaded them thus far is because they have the nuclear weapons. That and our history of regime change. I'm not defending Kim Jong-un. I would love to see a unified Korea. But the history of our regime changes hasn't worked out. Furthermore, there are people in South Korea who might not want, at this moment, a unified North and one Korea. And there are people in South Korea who don't want reunification and to go through the issues that Germany went through, economically and politically. But this is a very serious situation because there are no, in a game of chicken, you have to be also willing to, heaven forbid, if you're going that course, experience the negative consequences. We aren't willing to experience any surprise move by Kim Jong-un. We have too many issues from Syria to Iraq to Afghanistan to Yemen to all of these things on our plate. I think that Trump needs to calm down just a little bit and take the military option completely off the table because there is no military option. We're not going to invade them. They have nuclear weapons. And if we were to provoke them into a military retaliation against South Korea or against us, then what will we do? Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much.